to work very, very well.
Interesting.
So yeah.
As soon as Fernanda got here, like he started recording.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm the one.
Hello, Rona.
We
Hey.
need to make this meeting more entertaining.
Hmm.
So
How?
people keep coming back.
Yeah.
Let's give gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Like make sorteos. How do you say sorteos?
Um, um, raffle like I forgot the name. But yeah. Anyhow, I don't think that's gonna work anyhow.
Like every day we choose one person. And when you have 10 tickets, you get a gift.
Nice.
Nice.
Um,
Yeah, this
I'm still working on improving the team. Um, Josh, it
Mm-hmm.
takes time, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's all good.
Okay, I'm trying to find. I am lucky that I found you as a unicorn. It's hard to find unicorns, so
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
hanging there. I know you're busy, but hanging there. Okay.
Did we send a message on the group, on the Aeon group?
I don't think not yet. We
Okay.
need to work on that this week yet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any points to talk about it, Josh?
Um, I mean, we covered all of the stuff yesterday in our meeting, but I guess for anyone else who's gonna listen in or maybe join in, we could maybe go over some of the stuff we discussed with Aeon and some of the biggest issues we are now facing because of that. So for hello, Irina,
Hello.
and then listen.
Could someone say
Um,
something, please?
Say something, please.
Yeah, we are talking.
We are
yeah, we
talking.
are talking.
Okay. Now I hear you guys.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So for anyone who wasn't at the meeting with Aeon yesterday, we talked about a lot. They answered pretty much all of our questions that we had on the Notion, and those are questions that I collected from our supervisors and some of my own questions. The a lot of the questions were solved, and some of them mainly on the production side with planner, sequencer, and just Aeon overview, which is the browser-based version of Aeon. A lot of that was fixed with new updates, so that is
So,
wonderful.
with that said, sorry to interrupt you.
Mhm.
When did you do the update?
I never did the update. That's why when Rebecca's like, "Oh, Josh did the update," I was like, "Did I?" I think Aeon just pushed it and it auto updated. Because I've been meaning to update, but I tried looking for it. So there's a button when you go to the settings, the same button that shows studio settings and project settings. There's another button there for update pipeline, and I check it every couple days, and we were on the latest. But I know there's a new version that was out. But I think what happened is it was probably such a big important update that Aeon was like, no, everyone gets that automatically.
And
I think
and-
that's what happened,
okay.
which is great because that lays work for us.
Because it's weird because some of the things that I was looking for, it didn't happen. It like last Friday they were broken, and then suddenly on the AO meeting yesterday, it was all
Yeah, it was working
shiny.
perfectly.
That's why they asked for the
Yeah.
meeting to be on that day. They were saying, let's wait
Yeah,
for the
they're
update.
like, you have a problem?
Mhm.
What problem? Can you share your screen? We
Yeah,
don't see a problem. So what are you talking about?
we are
Turns out
perfect.
they updated it. But yes, a lot of that stuff is working now, which is great. The big thing, which hopefully it sounded like they were interested in changing it, or like they know it's not as good, and they're up to actually changing that. And that is the in sequencer, like you mentioned, the LCO, just the way that you view everything, and it being sort of like in their own columns. It's a little bit all over the place, which I can say I haven't used it, but just from you sharing your screen, I can already feel what a headache it is managing that stuff. So hopefully they fix that or improve that soon. Then some of the caveats. So one of the main things that is not possible is using DaVinci Resolve through Resolve Cloud. So working in sync with Resolve, that might be challenging. We still need to do some more research on how Resolve works in general and if it's exclusive only to the cloud or if it works on the server as well. But Aeon did give us an alternative. They say they have a really good Aeon integration with Resolve, and you're able to essentially make clips and have those clips be like their own shots, and everyone can work on their own clips individually, and then you can publish them and then load them into a master timeline to the loader. They say there is extensive documentation on this, so that is something we do need to check out, but that is probably going to be the way we're going to do editorial. But when I'm done with my freelance gig and Delcy has some time, we can spend some time together, because I also personally use Resolve a lot, so I'm very familiar with that software. We can test out.
I still want to try. It's not that I don't think it's like that is not possible to implement, Josh. I think that nobody actually have done it.
Oh yeah, true. That is true. Yeah. The other option we have is, if we really want to use Resolve Cloud, is that we just do editorial out of Pipeline. At least have the editing. We can still publish the exports, the videos through the Tray publisher, and we can make a special preset for editorial for them to publish things through the Tray. So it's totally possible to do that out of pipe and then just publish the movies to Aeon to do review. So that is sort of like my backup plan in case the in-pipe stuff doesn't work. And that is sort of like the plan for anything. So if we are really struggling with Aeon in some regard, I would love us to have the backup plan be just work out a pipe, and then we can just publish it through the Tray publisher, because we have the freedom there to make custom plugins and everything with minimal effort. So, and that brings me to the next very, very important game breaking or movie breaking problem. The fact that they have basically minimal V-Ray support, in the fact that we want to use V-Ray scene, which is a file type very similar to USD, but it's native to V-Ray, and allows us to have consistency between the look dev in no matter what software you are. So the problem is Aeon only supports this in Maya and not even in Houdini. So we are looking into possibly trying to make our own plugin for that. They say it is possible, but it is challenging. So we'll look into that down the line. But that is a big problem because it will stop some stuff for us. So I don't know, Delcy, if you have any thoughts on that you want to share.
Yeah, we always have and welcome, Guy. We always have the plan B, which is we use the Tray, as you said. The problem we're using the Tray is that the loading and unloading, the saving the files and stuff is not automatically, so it makes it, we can still script that out like locally, right? Like, so basically, if you are in Houdini, you have like a script or something that already run and save in the proper place and stuff. And then you'd need to use the Tray. But Josh, I believe in miracles. So I think we can actually figure it out how to do that. I think we can still accomplish the plan A.
Yeah.
Okay.
We will try at least. Cool. I think those are the two main things that we were struggling with, and that we weren't really able to get resolved. And then the third thing, which is also very important, which was a request from Christina, and that is being able to replace all of the old assets with new published Aeon assets, which is a really big thing for layout. So there's no native way to do it in Aeon, but Roy did give me a script that he wrote previously for an older version of Aeon, where he was able to do something similar. We have to repurpose the script. So once I have time, I'll read through it and probably throw it in Claude AI and tell it, "Can you please explain this to me?" And let's rewrite so that it works for us. So there is that way. The other way would probably, this is sort of like my own brain thinking here, is to write a script where we import the equivalent asset from Aeon, and then we use a script to copy over all of the animation and transform data, because essentially it's the same object. So if we kind of like copy paste the transforms and any animation or any keyframes that are on those assets, it should in theory match. And then we can just unload the references. But this is something we need to test for sure. Yeah.
Well, a lot of things in our.
There's a lot of stuff. And yeah, hopefully we find more pipeline people, because we're going to need all the help we can get, because there's a lot of stuff we need to figure out.
That is something that Irina and I was talking yesterday, is that she knows a lot of people who are software driven that can help. We could try to bring them to the show.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to?
That'll be great.
Do you want to talk more about that, Irina?
I don't have much to say at the moment, but basically, there is kind of, I don't know, organizations that basically have a program for all unemployed people in Malmo and around. So, and also plenty of programmers who are unemployed. So there are like sometimes events and pitches of kind of projects. So we can also pitch our project and ask who want to join, etc. Well, I'll try at least to gather some programmers and see if someone want to help. That would be nice.
Awesome. That sounds great.
I have a question. Is anyone right now taking notes on what needs to be done and when?
I'm hoping that AI is doing something useful for us and taking notes of this meeting.
All right.
I think Gemini is, Gemini, Google's recording, so it should be taking some notes.
Yeah,
after
after the meeting, when you like 30 minutes after the meeting, you can come to the event, and there are the notes there. Like in English, normally it works pretty well. In Portuguese, it's horrible.
We should not be having meetings in Portuguese anymore.
Yeah, I think we don't have any more meetings in Portuguese.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I had something to say about the recruiting people, but what about the people that join us and they are not showing up? Can you send me a list of the people or something that I can talk to them?
Okay. Yeah, we'll do.
Okay.
By the way, on this kind of asking for programmers, etc., besides having fun with taking part in an awesome project, is there anything else? What I can say to, I don't know, to make more people join?
Well, I think let's talk on this, because I would like to be included. I think it's important. It is important. it is important to explain properly and show that we are not just crazy people. It's important to show that we are attached to an organization that is serious, which is THU. It's important to show that we have done something in the near past that is very similar to what we're doing right now. It's just more ambitious. And I like to show what we are in the process, like that we actually have, we went to GBK, we have like backup of like companies like Autodesk, we have backup of companies like Aon. So that gives them a little bit more of a better outlook, other than just saying like, hey, we're just a group of people who are doing something for fun. You know what I mean? Because there is the fun. There is the fun aspect, but there's also a serious aspect that we are just trying to reinvent the fucking industry. Woohoo! Revolution, baby!
Okay, then I
Sacanagem.
guess I'll try to make a post and like talk to some people, and if there's gonna be like a few of them, I'll tell you, and we're gonna set a call, and then you're gonna deliver your deliciousness of a project.
That's good. Every time you say delicious to me, I get blush.
Oh,
Well, you told me to call you like this, so enjoy it now.
I was probably drunk.
Yeah, I think another big thing too is that for juniors and like mid-level, or just people who want to sort of like network and get to know more experienced people, this is also a great opportunity, because all of the guides and a lot of the people working on the film are, we're all professionals. We've all been working in the industry for years. So it's a big opportunity for anyone to sort of mingle. And what I like about this too is it gives me the same vibe as the Oasis in THU, where you can just like walk up to Delcio and be like, hey, Delcio, oh, by the way, I love your ILM hoodie. Which is, like, I was eyeing you from the ferry. I was like, oh, someone has an ILM hoodie. And then, be able to talk and then make friends and work together. I feel like this is such an awesome thing. And like, I've been in the industry a couple of years, and to me, it feels amazing, to meet other people. So I can only imagine for someone who's new in the industry or wants to break through, just having that exposure to like industry veterans and awesome people is a really great opportunity to grow as an artist, and also to network. I feel like that's a really important part as well.
That's awesome.
Just the project is
Hey,
possible.
by the way, Fit, can you please get this point in time of the recording? Make an image of Josh just like, thinking, or like maybe, and let's put that in the marketing.
oh.
Okay, because he just like make the best definition of this project that I've been trying to do for a while. So let's use that for the marketing.
Cool. I'll take a picture. I'm probably gonna
Yeah,
record my video tomorrow for the Instagram, and then I'll take a picture of me.
Yes.
You can use my face. Yeah.
Yeah, I just checked the calendar, so I will make a post on there like group of like people, and next Thursday I'll see more of them in person. So I think maybe by Friday we'll know something.
Okay.
We'll see.
One thing that would be also helping, going back to like the pipeline stuff, that I just remember what I wanted to say, is that, Josh, do we have a list of those items? I think even if it's only like on Discord, maybe we should have like like if Fernanda or Irina or someone can go into the notes that we have right now, right? We're gonna have the notes from Gemini, and Josh started this meeting with like some key things that we need to implement in our pipeline, right? He talked about some items, just so we have those items almost like as tasks that we can prioritize and figure it out how to actually make them happen.
Okay.
Yeah, we could probably make a, or actually, we already have a pipeline forum. We could probably list them in there and treat them as tickets. And we
Yes.
can, maybe we can make tags to say resolved or not resolved, like in progress, so we can track that as well.
Yeah, that was the idea when I create that pipeline forum thing, is to almost like see that as a ticket. We don't have like a Jira ticket or anything that actually creates ticket. We don't even have people who can solve the tickets, because if it goes all to Josh, poor guy.
Yeah, no.
But
we are not using.
Go ahead.
We are not using Aeon as a replacement of Jira in a way. It's just like storage.
Well, I think I see Aeon more as the pipeline and Shawgrid type of thing. Shawgrid, Shotgun, like the it's the project managing stuff. But I don't think
Okay.
Aeon has a proper ticket. Like a ticket, when I say it's like something like I'm trying to publish something broke. We don't have a proper way on Aeon to kind of like, hey, this is broken, like make a ticket, and the ticket has a number and you set the priority. We don't have that system. And to be very honest, I don't really think that we should have a system that is that complicated for tickets, because we don't even have dedicated people to just solve tickets, right? So
was
I think
thinking that-
using the forum at least would be the best approach. I think at least like it keeps the problem. Like another problem with the ticket that I think is there's visibility, right? So if an artist make a ticket and the ticket is invisible for the people, right? It's hard to refer back. So if someone keeps running in the same problem and we have something on the forum, we can always refer back. Hey, yeah, we solved this. Take a look at this thing on the Discord.
Can I ask where is this on the Discord? Because I don't see anything that calls forum.
Oh, yeah, I don't think it's called forum. It's called. I'll ping you there.
Okay.
It's called pipeline forum. It's right underneath pipeline in the production category.
You probably need to do the trick that you see everything, Irina. You probably
I already done it.
Oh yeah.
Just yeah.
So if you go to
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
pipeline,
now I see
below
it.
pipeline, there's pipeline forum, and then you can actually make like a new post anytime.
Okay, I'll take a look what is happening here. But otherwise, I thought if we're gonna have list of assets that needs to be tracked, maybe we can just have a table on Notion or something like that. I like when things are visible, and in Discord, they're just like getting lost in history often.
Yeah, for the assets, we're tracking that through Aeon. So we do have tickets, but the tickets need to be assigned to a living asset, and that's how the pipeline works. So the asset needs to be created in order to have a ticket. So for assets, it's working perfectly, but for random questions or problems, it's too difficult, too complicated to make a task for that in Aeon. So the best is just to either use Discord forums or to set up Jira. But again, I don't know if Jira costs money or not.
Yeah, Jira costs money, and it's let's guys, we're making a movie. We're not making a studio, so let's not complicate.
Maybe
that's what we say now.
Like
maybe
let's
make
this project go through, and then we start like once like someone invests in us, and I can actually get you guys to work like full time, and all that you're dedicating. Oh, look at the dream. Can you smell the dream? It smells like flowers. When we accomplish the dream and we have like investment, and I can actually pay you guys to dedicate yourselves to like fully on this, then yes. But for now, I know that you guys have lives and you guys have like, so let's just solve the problem from now. Let's see this project as a prototype. Let's just solve the project. It's gonna be chaotic, it's gonna be messy, it's not gonna be perfect. But at least like let's get this done, showcase like our awesome skills and how a community can make like things amazing. And then we have Jira. Jira.
That's the price to have Jira. It
I
sounded
don't like
like
Jira, by the way.
okay.
But I don't also know in Jira, then we get Jira, then we can get Confluence, then we don't need Notion anymore. It would be awesome.
Yeah, let's not
Yeah,
worry
maybe-
about that.
Maybe there's some Discord bots that can resolve tickets. I remember like a while ago, I was on a Discord server that had like some ticket stuff, and there was a bot. So maybe there's something there that we can pull from. If not, we'll just do it old school, just text.
Can I just say something? Guy, can you never send a video game again into the Discord channel? Because that is fucking addictive, man.
I love that everyone is making fun of me. What an obscure memory, Guy. Bro. Now you're like, see why I remembered it?
Fuck. Like I spent half of my day yesterday saying, no, you have shit to do. Don't go back to that goddamn game.
Isn't the song also really catchy?
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning and I hear the first thing again, like for like a week
Ah.
straight every time I play it.
Well, so I think we should hire the voice actor that sang there, the singer, and have it be Uni's voice. I think that should be it. Oh, I have a meeting now. I have to
yeah.
go. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Do you guys see you again? Do you guys have any other questions related to pipeline and stuff like that?
Not
No?
not at the moment. I still like getting used to, not getting used to, but a little bit touching Aeon, and it's not looking for me the same as it looking for everyone else. So I'm just like trying to figure out what is happening and where we are, and like try to find any assets because I don't see them.
You don't see the assets?
Maybe you can share your screen if you're
I'm
able
not
to,
in
and I
front
can-
of my PC right now. It's
Okay.
yeah, I don't have it here, but yeah, it's a bit weird. But so far I see that we need to, as far as I understood, we have kind of three things to solve. Like it's old assets that we need to move somewhere somehow.
Replace.
Resolve this plugin things with other programs, and something with resolve.
Yes.
Yes.
So we have 3 points till the next week, I guess.
Three main points. Yeah, there's a lot of other things that we're like on top of that. We still need to go through the pipeline. Josh, like I think we went this weekend. We successfully went through assets. I think, right? We went all the way through
Mhm.
our cylinder. We like the only thing that is still missing is groom. I would love to put like a little hair or a little something on that cylinder and just check that in.
Mhm.
Sorry, when I say check that in, I mean publish.
Yeah.
To publish that, and then yeah, we still need to run those tests, but I'm gonna wait until you are done with your freelance stuff, because I think for now, at least all the way through animation, we get it solved. So I'm a little less worried.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the animation publish, but that we need to talk to Aeon
Yes.
in the message. But we can publish it as a point cache, but
Mhm.
that specific animation publish that they have there, we need to figure that out, because it's not an option in the list of publish types. It shows up when you have an animation task, but if you delete it, it's gone. So I don't know where it is or how it works. So
Okay.
we need to talk to them about that. But otherwise, everything is working in that regard. I'd like to, yeah, definitely test Groom and CFX. I'd like to test how we publish that as well from Houdini, and then bring that into Houdini, Maya, wherever we're gonna be viewing that stuff. Basically, wherever we're gonna light, which
Yeah.
I'd like to be Houdini, but
No, yeah, definitely. I 100%. I'm with you. I think we should do a Houdini.
mhm. Cool.
Why?
Say that again.
I asked why because definitely something that I wasn't working in Houdini with Groom. Is there something special about it?
I, at least in my experience, the last time we worked with I think it was called Jan something, or I forgot the name, but we were building with Groom in Houdini. We were making the tools in Houdini that you make the Groom are amazing, and then our artist was making the hair of our character on Everlasting in Houdini, and then we had to like bring the curves and pass that into Maya, and then it's not as automated, and it is not as, I'll put this way, Houdini has like this great thing about like automating processes, that once you kind of set up something, it is really quick to like make things work throughout the shots. And then on the Maya side, we end up having to do a lot of manual work to make it work. So
Okay, I see.
I would love if for this show we keep cloth, CFX, and I even would argue that once we get into Houdini, technically speaking, if everything is very seen, I would just keep everything in Houdini in the very end to kick off the renders.
Mhm. Yeah, I agree.
So it is very procedural, it's very easy to, it's basically, because it's node based, it has a really good integration with Python. In my point of view, I think it simplifies. It at the same time, it's kind of like it's a blade of two, like, how do you say that in English? A
I
blade
have
of,
no idea.
it cuts in both ways, because
Double sword, something.
Double-edged
Yeah,
blade.
double edge. Yeah.
double-edged sword. Thank you. So because Houdini is amazing and stuff, but then if the person does not know Houdini, then it can become overwhelming, right? But anyhow, I think I would love if we keep that into Houdini for the very end.
Mhm. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I think
Right.
that's a good one. And also to kind of answer that question as well, since I have worked in Groom before, the reason why Houdini is because of its proceduralism. You can make custom tools and set up templates and things for Grooms, and something that happens on many productions is, even though the model is supposed to be locked and you've started on the Groom, it's going to change. So if you're in Maya with XGen, that's impossible. Yeti, it can change, but Yeti has a lot of headaches. With Houdini, it's a little bit easier, and you can build tools around it too. So just the fact that it's non-destructive and procedural, and the great thing is curves are curves, guides, Groom, it's the same data, so you can use your guides as Groom, your Groom as guides. You can delete 80% of your Groom and then reuse that as guides. It's all the same data, so it's very easy to use that in Houdini to Groom and to make things from the Groom as well. So that's why Houdini is actually currently the industry standard for grooming in VFX in most studios. Mhm.
XGen, I think that's the name of the plugin that we use on Everlasting.
XGen is a nightmare.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's
I'm working in it. I can't complain. For me, it's worked well. I don't know what people do to it.
actually
So
no.
it's not
As
working.
soon as we start having like some shots with like more challenging animations and stuff, the hair was going everywhere. It was a nightmare, and everything we had to do, it was like a very manual process, and it was just a nightmare.
Right.
And it's funny because the Houdini things would work fine in Houdini. When we translate it back to Maya, that's when everything breaks.
That's the one thing is Maya sucks at reading curves that are not from Maya. So if you have a groom, it imports everything as curves. So you have millions of curves. Maya will just crash or just freeze. The only way to get a groom from outside of Maya into Maya is through a proxy. So either Arnold stand-in or a V-Ray scene or a V-Ray proxy or a Redshift proxy or whatever you're using. That's the only way.
Okay.
So that's why if you author something in Houdini, it's better if you just stay in Houdini for lighting and for rendering, because then you don't need to deal with all of the Maya quirks. So, and then Houdini also has beautiful tools for look dev, lighting, and rendering. So, which in my opinion are far superior than Maya's tools in those same departments.
Also, like there's something that in my experience we end up like every studio that I go, we end up like building tools um to go around some challenges. I would argue that in our show we should try to minimize the amount of tools and stuff that we need to develop and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I hope Christina is listening to me right now. We need to minimize the amount of tools that we're creating and try to use as much as vanilla stuff. And on that sense, I think Houdini as a vanilla tool, and when I say vanilla, is like out of the box, right? Coming like you just install and that's it. It is a superior tool on that sense. I think it's an easier way to kind of like automate process and stuff like that. And I'm saying this from someone who have worked in 3ds Max since I was in Blur. And I opened 3ds Max vanilla and it sucks. Right? Like now I understand why people don't not like around the world. It's because we have so many tools that make things work that and that goes from Maya, that goes, yes, like every studio I go, like there's so many tools around Maya that people develop that yeah, you press a button and things just work. But in our show, that's not going to be the case. We need to kind of like manual, it's going to be a lot of manual process. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Thank you for such collaborative response.
No, yeah, I'm trying to make you satisfied. Are you satisfied?
Yeah, yeah.
I kind of want to listen to Dan explaining as well, because Dan is a Houdini master.
I only know some of it. I don't know.
Too late. Now you're Houdini master.
No, for those who don't know, Dan is a true generalist, and he's helping us out right now with like modeling and stuff and layout. But on Everlasting, he helped us with the effects of the unicorn in the very end of the show. So
Oh, nice.
yes, Dan is a very versatile person. You know, and I wonder, can you script, Dan?
A little bit. It's been a long time. I used to try to do like rigging tools in Python, but that was like 7-8 years ago at least.
Have you done Groom?
I messed with it. I was trying to import stuff into Unreal when they first added the like Alembic stuff, but I haven't made any characters with grooms or anything. So
I'm just testing. I'm just seeing. How much can we use you?
A little bit back to our main topic. On those topics that we like points that we discussed that needs to be done, what deadlines we have?
Well, yes, and I love that you're taking the hat of production. I love that. Love that. Really good. Good job. Gold star for you. Like very good. The tricky part, and I'm gonna just put a pause in there. Like that's the reason why let's start from this. Let's make a list of it. Right. We start putting dates on it. And then we also need to assign things to people because I think this is a problem. Like right now, everything is on Josh, and we need to start finding people. And the people that we found before, we need to kind of like start trying to get smart people to like looking to solve problems, specific problems. Okay.
Mhm.
We do had smart people jumping into this meeting back in the day. That is a problem, is that like I don't know if they were like, oh, I done my turntable and now I don't have anything to do, or if life happened and they are busy. Regardless, we should have the task first, figured it out who is doing what, and then stipulate like when. But all those problems, and also we need to do a priority list. Like for example, in my point of view right now, my higher priority, because we have Allison and some editors, kind of like we need to start doing the edit properly, and unload that from me, and kind of like doing, and when I say properly, it's like doing a proper way that it's gonna work for our pipeline that we're developing now. That is a higher priority for me. The V-Ray scene, for example, is something that we probably gonna have to get this done in a month or so when we actually start working on shots.
Mhm.
Does that answer your production question?
Somewhat. Basically, we are the most urgent, I guess. Now it's like making this Houdini connected to V-Ray and etc. Like, so this is the most urgent.
Not really. I think the V-Ray stuff is something that it will affect more later on the pipeline. So we still have a little bit of time because we're building assets. We're building. So as long as people are actually working on assets and stuff like that, this is fine. It's really when we start moving to shots and we have lighters and we have assemblies, we have that is when we really would like to have the V-Ray stuff. But again, I know that you just joined the show. I'm gonna say welcome to the chaos. Welcome to Chaos Arena. Okay. Embrace it. Embrace it. Like, do you surf, Irina?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment. Okay. But have you surfed before?
Windsurfing, but not surfing.
Windsurfing. Wow. Okay. Okay. Damn. Okay.
It's a different part of the word.
Yeah. Windsurfing is like way beyond. Okay.
I think surfing cooler.
Never mind. I was going to use my analogy, but you just broke my analogy. So, yeah.
I think it works. You have to like go with the wind. You can't go against the wind.
Yeah. You don't control the wind. You just
Yeah,
use the wind.
it is like whatever is happening is completely fine. Like all last 4 years in what is happening is kind of chaos, so it's fine. It just like I'm trying to find clues because, as you said, I'm new to a project, so what is like settled, what is not, what is priority, what is not, etc. So I knew.
I want you guys next when we meet everybody, like when we are all again at THU and we all meet together. I'm gonna make I'm gonna get a shirt from Chaos Group, and I'm gonna put that shirt Chaos, and I want you guys to just give me a big hug, and I want you guys to associate this with like hugging the Chaos. Chaos can be your best friend.
Nice.
You could get some T-shirt of that, like, and personalize it,
Yes.
embrace, and then chaos.
I just need to like cut the H from Chaos, because every time my daughter see Chaos, she says Chaos. Chaos.
Ah,
Anyhow, we have a meeting in a little bit. Does anybody have any questions? Because I need to
breathe.
I need to have breakfast before my next meeting because I'm starting to get cranky hungry.
I'm good.
Yep.
Mhm.
Or you guys can hang out and I can leave. That's okay too?
Yeah.
Well, okay. I'll see you guys.
Okay. Take
Okay.
care.
Bye.
I'll see you.
Thank you, Josh.
Have a good one, everyone.
Cool. Take care, guys. Bye bye.
Bye.